Hey guys, welcome back to Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney Trials and Tribulations. We just finished with Miles's stunt as a defense attorney in court. Something he intends to never repeat ever again, ever. And now we're back to the final part of well, not the final not like the final part of investigating for us, but it is the final investigation part of this game. So, stint, both. It's both. Yes, it is both. Yeah, let's get cracking and investigate. And as always, I am here with Katie.
Hello.
Because I cannot do this without her.
I may be dying right now, but I am here.
I just choked on nothing. Well, you'll be perfect for what's coming up, so.
I know. I'm still up at this hour, reading through the trial records of a certain case. It's the first case my mentor, Mia Fey, had ever handled in the court of law. The horrifying truth that I refuse to accept is holding me hostage here within its pages. Dahlia Hawthorne. What I have read, I don't want to believe. What is written here isn't the Dahlia I knew. After falling into Eagle River, I was somehow miraculously saved. But I ended up catching a cold that seemed to knock me around the world and back.
Yeah, Nick, that's called pneumonia.
I feel dizzy, my ears are ringing, my throat burns, and my head is on fire.
We call that pneumonia.
But I will recover. I have to recover by this afternoon. I have to meet with the most ill-tempered witness imaginable. But I know that he will be able to help me with him somehow.
I love that he's imagining Miles with a defense attorney lapel, or a defense badge on his lapel.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Are you sure you're well enough to be doing this? You still look a little green in the face.
Or maybe Viridian and artists speak.
Actually, my fever's gone down quite a bit.
How's your temperature now?
Only 102.2 degrees. Nothing to worry about. Sorry. Anyway, I read today's trial record.
The look on Miles's face right now says literally everything. How one eyebrow is just a little bit lower than the other, like, bitch, please. Only he says, yep, that is Miles's entire expression. Like, I don't fucking believe you.
You weren't bad, Edgeworth. Pretty impressive despite the circumstances.
We're not in the clear yet. The main point of contention tomorrow is going to be the murder weapon.
Yeah.
In the end, the Shichishito did not deliver the deadly blow. Ha! Which means there must be another sword hiding out there that we don't know about.
Another sword, huh?
Don't you worry about a thing, pal. I'll dig up the murder weapon myself or I'll eat my coat.
Thanks again, Edgeworth. I'll handle things from here.
That is probably for the best. Actually, I was thinking about paying the old precinct a little visit. There's something I want to look into.
And that is?
Our client's background, naturally.
You mean Iris, sir?
I have the feeling we've met before. All I want is confirmation, one way or the other. And since I probably won't be getting that from you...
I'm sorry, Edgeworth.
I bid you adieu, Wright. Take care.
We'll talk later, alright?
Guess I should get moving too.
Why? Do you need to be somewhere?
Yeah, gotta get to work on this bridge, pal. I'm rigging something up so we can get across to the other side.
That's right. Maya's still stuck in the inner temple.
But don't you worry, pal. As soon as it's all set, you'll be the first to know.
Thank you, Gumshoe.
No. Oh, God, pal, really, do you need anything? Like Dayquil? Like Dayquil or something?
I got Cold Killer X. It's okay.
All right, pal. You don't take a lethal dose, but you better be pretty much drinking that.
Yeah, I got it.
No problem, pal. Just try not to give me that cough of yours, okay? All right, I'm off.
Hang in there, Maya. I'll get you out, I promise. In the meantime, I've got to continue collecting evidence. That thing looks like it's ready to collapse. At least more than it did already. According to Bikini, Eagle Mountain's very prone to earthquakes. Which reminds me, if my memory serves me correctly, Edgeworth isn't exactly a fan of earthquakes.
Yeah, that's putting it very mildly, Nick.
It's probably best he left then. There's a narrow path going off in a different direction than that of the main hall. Looks like someone is taking the effort to write Heavenly Hall on the signpost. Now it's really more of a dusty bridge than a dusky bridge. I miss Maya.
Oh.
That kidnapping incident happened here 11 years ago. So maybe it's cursed, too. Hazakura Temple doesn't have a single private phone line. And there aren't any houses in the area, so I guess Bikini is the only one who uses this. I really wish I brought my cell phone with me. It looks like it's about 20 yards to that cliff over there. But I can't see the inner temple from here. I really hope Maya's okay. Oh my god, that painting on the wall.
I mean,
It
Larry...
looks like no one's here. Larry! Maurice! I was sure he'd be hiding here. I guess I'll try again later. This stuff is really ruining the beautiful atmosphere around here. It's so inappropriate. Like Sister Bikini in a bikini. Ugh. I've gotta think of the kittens. This is the famous Eagle River. I got to try out its rough rapids the other night. They say it's a really strong current. And they weren't kidding. It's both powerful and fast-flowing. Ugh. I was dead lucky. I mean, lucky not to be dead. That's Dusky Bridge up there. It's amazing how clearly you can see it from this far away. Larry supposedly saw everything through the shack's window? Not much light gets down here, so it must have been pitch black at night. But this area was probably illuminated that night because of the burning bridge above. It looks like this graffiti scrawled right on... Or look at this graffiti scrawled right on the front of the shack. At least he managed to get pretty good likenesses. When I really think about it, I guess art kind of suits him. I mean, his very existence is an art of sorts. Snow's really piled up on the straw roof. In other words, like something out of a fairy tale. Well, the roof part, anyway. The sign says Heavenly Hall. I guess it's pretty fitting. If you spent a night in this little freezing shack, you'd probably find yourself at the pearly gates by morning.
Okay, this is Larry. Come on, please! It's for art's sake, I swear!
There's only one guy I know who would be this persistent and high-strung.
I'm talking about the heroine here! The heroine in my book! It'll make you famous!
Enough! A fool's foolish fools, who foolishly accepts his foolishness as a fool's fool!
That's not sarcastic! I am genuinely... My clapping!
Oh, I didn't hear the clapping.
Oh, I was clapping. So high-strung and high. Oh, God. Larry
So high-strung and high.
Yeah, Larry is absolutely done a weed. Oh, God. No, oh, God. I never understand how you can do Franzie's tongue twisters.
Wouldn't you agree, Phoenix Wright?
Huh? Me? Wait a second. I know you. You're, ow!
Your reflexes and mine need to shape up.
Franzie's got 102 fever.
She doesn't know that. My brain's frying like a sunny side up, and you want to grill me over a name?
Franzie, you can't do that! Even as we speak, Nick's on the brink of death! So I'm told.
Whip a dead horse. Isn't that one of your American sayings?
No, it's not. And I'm not on the brink of death anyway.
Come on, Nick. Tell her, would ya? Tell her she needs to model for my new picture book, Franzie's Whippity Whip Trip. Ah!
Or you asked me to model, learn to give at least semi-coherent testimony.
And before that, you need to learn how to live a semi-coherent life, Larry.
I don't care what anyone says. I'm telling the truth. I saw what I saw. She flew, I'm telling you. Whoosh, just like that dude with the red underwear. Don't think I'm gonna forgive you guys until you come crawling back to apologize.
Off he goes.
It is amazing how little has changed with you in the past year, Phoenix Wright.
Good to see you too, Francisco.
Hey, Franzie, look at it.
I refuse to help you, Phoenix Wright.
I should have known better than to try.
Hey, Franzie. Nope.
She doesn't even want to look at that right now.
Hey, Maya's in trouble. Okay. Hey, what about your brother?
Pretty sure she's gonna whip you at every turn, but yeah.
I know. An old friend said to be #1 at the DA's office, studies foreign judicial systems now. She's the same age as Maya, 19.
Mm-hmm.
Legendary prosecutor Manfred von Karma's daughter became a prosecutor in Germany at age 13. Yeah, all right.
Have you been in Germany all this time?
That's right. Extending my perfect win record, naturally.
Oh joy, sounds like she hasn't changed a bit. Has it really been a year since we first met?
I am Franziska von Karma, the prodigy.
I see.
I gave up a promising career in Germany and came to this country for one sole reason. Revenge.
Franziska was born and raised in Germany and became a prosecutor at the age of 13. Her father was the legendary prosecutor, Manfred von Karma.
Why did we need that mugshot of him and his stupid crazy face? Fuck you, Manfred.
He had a perfect win record for 40 long years, but now he's gone from this world.
And no one's crying. Not even Franzi.
Don't tell me you still hold a grudge against me. Because of what happened to your father.
It was never about Manfred, you idiot.
He's got a fever. He's not thinking straight. He knows this. He just doesn't know this at the moment.
Phoenix Wright. You will fall before me. This I promise. But it will be for my sake, not my father's. Are we clear?
Yes, Crystal.
In truth, I was shocked. I came back to America with the intention of defeating you. Instead, it was my little brother who was leading the defense.
Edgeworth, come to think of it. Edgeworth was pulled into being a prosecutor by Manfred von Karma as well.
Miles Edgeworth told me something very interesting, you know. He says this case has special significance to you.
Because it does.
And that is precisely why I'm here. Your personal involvement will make crushing you into teensy-weensy pieces all the better.
He told me he loved you.
He told me he loved you.
What? I know I have a fever because I did not hear that right.
Yeah, Francisco's like, I'm sussing out that he has feelings for you, and I don't understand why he's such a fucking idiot for having feelings for you.
It's probably the fever, but...
But I think I could have sworn she said that he loved me.
I could have sworn she said he loved me, and that doesn't seem right. I need to lay down in the snow for a minute. I need to cool off. I'm gonna turn myself into an ostrich with that snow pile over there.
Oh god, I love it when the shit we say ends up lining up with the game and we both fucking forget about it. We just end up vibing a bit too hard.
She's so openly hostile that it's almost kind of cute.
Yeah, remember what I said at the JFA roundup? There's chemistry between these two. It's a niche, but the Nick Franzi shippers are out there, and I cheer them on. Good for them. It's not one of mine, but they've got chemistry.
Ow!
No smirking.
No whipping the sick.
That foolish fool doing such a foolish favor for such a foolishly foolish fool.
Edgeworth.
Make no mistake, Phoenix Wright. I came here for one thing, and one thing only. To pulverize you.
Yeah, you're not worried about your future brother-in-law at all.
It's not like I thought you were here to bring me some Cold Killer X, you know?
I went over the whole case file on the flight over.
You read the whole thing?
Yes, every last word of every last sentence of every last paragraph. All the ridiculous things you did make it a very interesting read, you know. Attempting to cross a burning bridge. Did you ever even consider the dangers?
No. No, the only thought in my mind was I have to get across.
Fool who doesn't think is more foolish than a fool who foolishly thinks.
Gumshoe said he'd let me know once the bridge was repaired. Maya, she's got to be okay. I just know it. Plus, I need to ask her about what really happened at the Inner Temple that night.
Nick's blinders are divided into like 3 different things right now. Like 3 different sections. One is on Iris, one is on Miles, and one is on Maya. He just keeps like ricocheting around between like what's the most important to him at the moment.
Yo.
Sweet man, he cares too much about everyone else but himself.
Yes, he does.
Can I show you anything, Franzi? Nope. All right. See you later, honey. Love you. Bye, Queen.
It was one long sigh.
Oh my god, I forgot. I thought there was only one character who sighed like that. And I thought they were just an Apollo's trilogy. I forgot about this. A weird coincidence.
Sister Bikini.
My, I didn't know you were here. How are you doing?
You don't have to pretend to be in a good mood for my sake.
I suppose I've made a terrible mess of things, haven't I? I let Mystic Elise die, and then there's Iris as well.
Mystic Elise? Now that I think about it.
Thank you, Jesus fucking Christ. There's an acolyte stuck at the Inner Temple, and that poor little girl has gone missing too.
That little girl?
Oh my god, I forgot Nick doesn't know Pearl is actually still missing.
He doesn't know Pearl is missing at all.
Yeah,
Well, besides,
yeah,
you know...
he did, because, Elise.
Yeah.
So he knew she was missing then.
Yeah. You don't mean pearls, do you?
Yes, I'm afraid I do. She hasn't been seen since the morning after the incident.
Pearls? She's missing? Why didn't anyone tell me about this?
Miles was too busy investigating and scrambling to try to get to court. I must be getting old. I think I've seriously lost faith in myself.
Are you talking about your performance at the trial today?
You believe me, don't you? I'm not a liar. I would never lie. Because you were ringing death's doorbell, Nick. You really did not need more stress. Yeah, I agree with chat.
Yeah.
I know what I saw. I saw Iris pull that sword from Mystic Elise's body that night. I'm certain of it. At least, I wasn't till this morning.
I don't see any psyche locks, so she must be telling the truth. So why are you so unsure of yourself all of a sudden?
You know that artist who testified after me? I saw Iris flying, her white hood fluttering. I felt like I might start flying myself. When I saw that man testify so fervently about something so impossible, I started to wonder if I had acted just like him when I was on the witness stand.
I wouldn't take that guy too seriously. He's an artist, but all he draws is trouble, and nothing else. If both Bikini and Larry are telling the truth, that can only mean one thing. They both didn't see what they think they saw. On the night of the incident, you met Iris at the Inner Temple. Is that correct?
That's right. I'm sure it was Iris.
But Iris claims she was in her room in Hasgora Temple.
I knew I shouldn't have come back here that night.
But you did. Maya's stuck by herself in the Inner Temple.
I'm so sorry. The drafts in that place are nothing to shake a stick at. Winter is especially bad.
I'll bet. The training hall looks like it's about to fall down at any second.
Eagle Mountain has always been prone to earthquakes, just so you know.
Earthquakes. Right.
Yes, I wouldn't be surprised if the next big one levels the training hall.
We've got to get Maya out of there. Fast.
But still, there's really no need to worry. That area on the other side of Dusky Bridge is isolated like an island.
It's like an island? How so?
Well, the only other thing on that side of the bridge is the Inner Temple. No one lives out there, and it's surrounded on all sides by the river or the forest.
I see.
So a criminal would be trapped should they choose to flee in that direction. And as long as the bridge is out of commission, he or she will have to stay there.
That means Maya could be stuck out there with the murderer, and with no way to escape either.
Oh dear! Yes, I suppose it does.
Please, Gumshoe. Get that bridge up faster. I'm curious about a few things if you don't mind answering some questions.
Oh? Do you need to know my measurements for your investigation or something?
No. I want to know a little bit more about the victim, Miss Elise Donem.
I'm afraid I don't know her waist size, or her bust size for that matter.
No. I'm wondering why she came to stay in a place like this to begin with. I mean, she told us herself that she wasn't here for the spiritual training.
My. You make it sound like this place is some sort of dump, Mr. Wright. Mystic Elise was here to soak up the natural beauty of Eagle Mountain, if you must know.
There, you did it again, Sister Bikini. I notice you always refer to Miss Donem as Mystic Elise.
Oh?
Yes. Now, why is that? After all, she's not here as an acolyte.
We address all our visitors as Mystic. It makes their experience feel authentic. And anyway, she's older than me. You must respect your elders, you know.
How do you know that? How do you know for sure that she's older than you? It seems like Miss Elise Donem was no ordinary visitor after all. And there's Pearls. She was with Miss Donem on the evening of the murder, and now she's vanished. It's all gotta be connected somehow. Why did Pearls have to get mixed up in all this mess?
Please, Mr. Wright, I know you're worried, but try to keep it together.
Oh, man. My head is throbbing so bad, it's killing me. Pearls. She was with Miss Donim on the night of the murder, remember?
Yes, but I have a temple to run, you know. I was busy preparing for the training. I didn't see the little darling even once after we'd finished eating dinner.
The murder. It didn't take place right in front of her innocent eyes, did it?
According to the detective, she hasn't turned up at her home either.
Come on, keep calm. There's only one place left where Pearls could be. She just has to be there. Come on, Gumshoe. Tell me you're done with the repairs soon.
Okay, we do not have enough to break Bikini right now.
No, we do not.
I know that for a fact. I don't think there's really anything we can show her.
No, not right now.
But we can take a look at the courtyard as Nick.
This is where Sister Bikini witnessed the incident. It's hard to imagine she was lying on the stand, so... maybe there were some clues that have yet to be found.
We don't have the metal detector yet. I'm still gonna try. Nope.
Main gate is on the other side of that stone wall.
Damn it.
The difference in elevation is almost 10 feet. That's how steep this hillside is. And that's also the height the body fell from, according to the autopsy. Is it possible that Miss Donim was pushed from the top of the wall? They get quite a bit of snow up here on Eagle Mountain. Around here, skis aren't just for fun. They are tools for getting around.
Yeah, the metal detector is how I get the ladder versus stepladder achievement, because that's the last one I have to investigate. It's get every ladder versus stepladder conversation in the whole series.
But the sled? Now that's gotta be Bikini's own personal entertainment. That building up there is the main hall. It was where we were staying. It's kind of funny because it was built on a very steep slope. If you enter from the main gate side, these rooms are above me or on the ground floor. Apparently, Miss Donim was staying in the corner room. I guess that's where she was pushed from that night.
Again, avoiding the obvious stuff here for now.
There are a few of these stone lanterns scattered around this courtyard. Without the city glare to compete with, I imagine they would seem a lot brighter. I guess Sister Bikini must light them now, since Cyrus can't be here.
Okay, have a good night.
Have a good night, guys. Have fun with your fever, Nick. Yeah, he'll have a ton of fun.
Oh yeah, tons. Miss Stoneham's staff. I definitely remember there being a crystal sphere attached to the staff. I guess Larry eventually found the sphere near the foot of the Dusky Bridge but... what was it doing all the way out there? The sheet, though. It's there in Mystic Ami's right hand. But it was proven in court today that it wasn't the murder weapon. Given in the design, it must have been used for some pretty gruesome things in the past.
I think we actually need the metal detector.
Yep. We will come back here.
Okay. Who is that?
I think it's Gummy?
I'll voice the line retroactively if it is. What was that? Okay, yeah, it was probably Gumshoe, but what was that jarring, inconsiderably loud yell? Yeah, it was, you're right.
So this is where you've been. Keep it nice and warm, I see.
Detective, have you finished the repair?
The bridge? Yeah, I did. I told you I'd let you know.
Well, then I'll come along with you and...
Sorry, ma'am. No unauthorized entry. Access is restricted to people involved in the case.
What was that? I'm involved, aren't I? You couldn't get much more involved than me.
Well, yeah, but that's not what I mean. Go, hi, sir.
It's been a while, Scruffy.
Hello, sir. It's Miss Karma.
You saw me in court today, you fool.
Hello.
Sister, please leave the investigation to me.
My. Well, you certainly seem to have everything under control.
I am on your side. I won't do anything you don't want me to.
As you work to pin the guilt on Iris.
What are you daydreaming about, Phoenix Wright? Ow! That hurt, you know. Silence! I, Francisco von Karma, will personally guide you through your investigation. So you will follow me.
She's not seriously going to follow me around, is she?
Coming with, Franzi? Nope. Not until we head to the path you want us to.
Mm-hmm. Oh god, I gotta cross the death trap.
Sorry, pal.
Things have certainly become a lot more hectic than before.
They must be commencing with the investigation. Oh, Mr. Nick!
The voice! Pearls!
Mr. Nick! Mr. Nick!
So you were here ever since that night?
I was so lonely. I thought I was gonna die. When I woke up in the morning and I saw that Dusky Bridge was gone, I realized I was all alone.
She was all alone?
It must have been very trying for you, little girl. You're... I am Francisca von Karma, the prodigy. There is no need to worry now that I am here. You're the prosecutor who was mean to Mr. Maya last year.
Uh-oh. Franzi, look out.
Well... I don't like you. You're nothing but a little girl with your whip. Mystic Maya didn't do anything wrong, but you were so mean. I'll never forgive you.
It looks like Pearl's words are getting under her skin.
Yeah, Nick's like, hell yeah! Is that you or Nick?
Both? Ow! Why are you whipping me? I didn't even say anything.
You didn't have to. The smile on your lips gave you away.
Anyway, Pearls. Weren't you with Maya?
Uh, I'm sorry. It's all my fault.
Huh? What are you talking about, Pearls?
Mystic Maya.
Hey, wait, Pearls! She just ran off. Ow!
That was cruel, Phoenix Wright. To make a little girl cry is inexcusable.
What was all that about? Pearls acting like that? It's giving me the creeps. I guess I better take another look around since I finally got a chance. Especially since something about this place seems different from 2 days ago.
There's quite a bit that's different.
You can see Dusky Bridge from here. It's an unusually long bridge, isn't it?
I would say it's about 20 yards.
I guess that gorge is too wide to cross with a piece of rope and a wire, huh?
Therefore, no one has crossed the gorge in either direction since the night of the murder. A simple yet sound deduction, wouldn't you say, Phoenix Wright? Phoenix Wright.
What? Would you stop calling me by my full name like that?
Was this once a prosperous port?
A port?
Yes, there's a metal hook in the that metal hook is a mooring post for boats, you know.
Oh, that. That's an anchor for one of the wires that was used to hold up the bridge. I think the wire that was tied to it probably snapped when the bridge burnt down. I mean, there's no way there was ever a port all the way up here.
Don't get smart with me, Phoenix Wright.
But I didn't say anything.
Nick. Oh, the trials and tribulations of fucking trying to get along with your future sister-in-law.
Looks like all the Buddha statues lined up along this path.
Phoenix Wright. Do you think that's how many siblings the head nun has?
Why don't you ask her the next time you see her?
You know what? I think I will.
And she'll probably slap you for trying to pry into her private affairs.
That was a cute question from Francisca, though.
I know. I love when she has questions like that. My favorite's yet to come, honestly.
When she acts her age, you mean?
Yeah. There's a weird smell coming from that incinerator. The door is also open, almost like it's begging me to take a look inside. Well, let's see what stunning clue is concealed in here, shall we? Huh, it's empty.
How naive of you, Phoenix Wright.
But it's a bit strange, don't you think, Francisca von Karma? And also, it's not a transformer, damn it. I seem to remember. There was snow on the incinerator the first time I saw it. In other words, someone's been using it to burn something recently.
Listen, Phoenix Wright. It's impertinent to call people by their full names.
I was only copying you.
Sorry. Wrong bumper. As usual. Hang in there, buddy.
There's a little gate there that leads into the garden. It says no entry on the sign, though.
Come now, Phoenix Wright. What are you doing? Let's go in. It's half open anyway. What harm could come of it?
But it says no entry.
Don't you Americans enjoy doing whatever you like and simply saying whatever?
It's got nothing to do with anything. And who told you that? That sign says Inner Temple.
I don't know how you're reading it, but it's incomprehensible to me.
Actually, I can't read it either. It's kanji.
Foreign comprehension isn't a very good habit to feigning comprehension isn't a very good habit to have, Phoenix, right?
She looks happy to have finally caught me on something. And that right there is what I love. Just her just being like, well, you can't read it, so ha.
It's so cute. Frenzy acting her age.
Mm-hmm.
This must be the door that leads into the inner temple, where Maya Fey is training on the night of the murder.
Yes, there's a solitary room there called the training hall.
You could do with some training yourself, Phoenix, right?
Ow!
You're completely out of shape.
He walks everywhere, Francisca.
Francisa, I can't breathe because I can't breathe. I've got a cold. Or pneumonia. I have to read the paperwork again.
Nick, you said it was only a cold with only 102-degree fever.
It might be pneumonia. I have to check the discharge paperwork again.
Nick, this is what we call pneumonia.
Pretty sure they told me to go home and rest, but
I
take that as a suggestion more than a rule.
in this case, yeah, you should. But how your legs doing, buddy?
They feel like jelly.
You get scraped up on the way down?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm patched up. I don't know how much more of this woman I can take.
What's wrong? Why are you so quiet?
Maya. She's supposed to be in here training.
Yet it appears she is nowhere to be seen.
What's that? It's strange lock. It wasn't there 2 days ago.
It's a real-life psyche lock.
This whole room is really giving off some strange vibes. This door. When I was here 2 days ago, that weird lock wasn't on it.
Those changed. It's almost like it's guarding something inside the cavern. I've never seen a lock quite like this before.
I have. I've seen locks and chains just like this before. It looks like just like the ones that guard a person's secret during a psyche lock. I wonder if this lock is guarding something too. Dark secrets in a dark cavern. Those wafer-thin mattresses.
I'm sorry, Phoenix, Wright. Wafer thin?
Yeah, you know, thin like a wafer. In other words, uncomfortable. That's how we describe things like these mattresses. I guess you would say wafer thick or something back in Germany?
Not about these mattresses. Certainly not.
It's an antique dresser.
Don't you dare open it, Phoenix Wright.
Now I know how Maya feels when I tell her not to touch things.
What a pity. It's full of nothing but old clothes for the acolytes.
I thought we weren't opening it.
I'm from the prosecutor's office. I can do anything. I even have a permit saying such.
You're referencing that comic, aren't you?
Yes. Yeah, you can do anything except stand up to a 9-year-old girl.
Again,
And that paper just says I do what I want.
What do you think this yellowish poster is, Phoenix Wright?
It's a scroll, not a poster. It's a picture of a woman who actually...
A woman? I don't see any woman here.
There's a different atmosphere in this room since the last time I was here. No, it's not a different atmosphere. It's a different smell. It's gravy.
What's the matter?
This scroll, it's been completely covered in gravy.
Ah, yes, there's a very appetizing smell in the air. But gravy is a type of sauce. So when you run out of paint, you Americans use gravy as substitute, I see.
No, no one does that. For starters, it stinks. That must be the gravy that we had with the roast the night of the incident. But why would anyone do this? Why this scroll?
Misty Faye's image is obscured by gravy. Is that
Yes.
Silky Smooth?
Yes.
What took you so long? I thought even you'd managed to get here faster than this, Mr. Trite.
Prosecutor Godot, I didn't know you were here.
Prosecutor?
How come you didn't show up at the trial today?
I could ask you the exact same question.
But I had a cold, so...
I had something slightly more important than a common cold to deal with. The importance of which is something you have no hope of ever understanding.
Enough. I believe I have a measure of you. You are the very worst kind of prosecutor. What could be more important than a trial?
Who's the wild mare, Trite?
This is Miss Von Karma. She was the acting prosecutor in your absence today.
Well, I guess I owe you one then. But you can go now, Princess. It's time for the big boys to take the reins.
Who do you think you are? This case is my...
Hey, Philly. Know your role and shut your mouth. I can't stand women like you. I'm only going to say this once, Lady Von Whippingberg. Go home.
Phoenix Wright!
What are you hitting me for? God damn, that was mean.
You deserve more cracks of the whip than that, Wright.
What?
You still don't get it, do you? You don't realize that you've set something in motion that you'll never be able to undo.
There's something different about Godot today. I'm getting a strong sense of something from behind that mask of his. Is it anger or is it sorrow? Earlier you said I've done something that I can never undo. What do you mean by that exactly?
The inner temple here on this side of Dusky Bridge is an isolated island.
That's what Sister Bikini said too.
And I wonder, Wright, do you know what the police are doing here today?
What do you mean?
They're searching for any trace of an acolyte who went missing.
Missing?
As leader of the search party, I can tell you this with absolute certainty. Maya Fey is not on this side of Dusky Bridge.
Huh? But that's impossible. She came here that night and...
I won't say it again. The chances of her being here are nil. Excluding, of course, one very unique place.
One? Where is that?
The Sacred Cavern, the entrance of which we're standing at right now. This is the only place that the search party has yet to explore.
So they haven't searched the cavern yet, huh?
Maya!
Be aware, though, that the temperature inside frequently falls below freezing.
Maya, can you hear me?
Wright! Even if she were in there, the chances of her being found alive are slim at best.
No!
Which means, Trite, that you sent Maya Fey to her death.
You fool! That were the situation, why aren't you there with the search party right now?
You must have blinders on, my equestrian angel. Don't you see the big lock and chains? It's a trick lock. I'm making preparations to open it as we speak. Well, Trite, once again, a woman dies because of you.
Once again? What the hell are you talking about?
Don't tell me you've forgotten. It was only 2 years ago, after all, when the last unfortunate woman died because of you.
It's me?
And do you know who that was? It was Maya Fey's sister! That's right, Mia Fey!
Mia?
You killed her!
No, that's not how it was.
It was 2 years ago. Mia Fey was pursuing someone. A man. But she bit off more than she could chew. She made a very dangerous enemy.
Yeah, that's one case I'll never forget. But I got the guy, personally.
Sure, Miss Fey's murderer was caught. But that won't bring her back!
Well, no, but...
You were with her at the time. You and no one else. It was your responsibility. You should have protected her. You say Mia Fey was your teacher. Well then, I'd say you've learned nothing, Trite. You robbed her of her life, and now you've let her sister suffer the same fate.
I haven't sentenced Maya to death. No!
What is this peculiar looking lock? Why don't we just break it open? it would be a simple matter of...
I'm afraid we can't do that. This area has always been prone to earthquakes. The repeated tremors have weakened the foundations of the training hall. Any excessive force used to break open the lock would... Well, let's just say the inner temple in the sacred cavern would be a thing of the past.
Very well. Dare I suggest you the obvious solution of opening it with a key?
Sure. Just show me where the keyhole is on this trick lock.
There's no keyhole.
That's right. An interesting puzzle, huh? The person who set this lock is the only one who can open it.
Then who was it?
Simple. The accused.
What? Iris.
When an acolyte undergoes training inside the sacred cavern, the attending sister is responsible for locking the entrance. Obviously, the night of the murder was no exception. Maya Fey was to train in there.
Sister Bikini did mention it a number of times now that I think about it. She said that Iris was left in charge of supervising the early stages of the training.
So Iris, the accused, is the only one who can open this lock. I've arranged for her to be brought here now.
Iris is the only one who can open this lock? I hope she gets in here soon. Hang in there, Maya. We'll get you out. You had some important business and that's why you weren't in court, huh? So what is it?
I've told you once before, but perhaps you don't remember. I've returned from the depths of hell to do battle with you. You see, Trite, I've experienced something most haven't. Death.
You died?
Of course, being extradited from hell is a tedious affair. The meticulous regeneration and adjustment of all your internal organs is... Well, let's just say modern medicine allows us all to live to a ripe old age. Unless we're murdered, of course.
You didn't murder her.
Even someone like me.
So, you mean that mask you wear is...
This ugly device? I promise it's not a fashion statement, my unenlightened friend. Without this, I can't see your frequently dumbfounded face.
I didn't know.
My eyesight is pretty messed up. Even with these huge goggles on my head, I still can't see everything. Still, I keep this worn-out piece of junk of a body going with regular servicing.
I'm sorry, but... You said you experienced death? How is that possible? What happened?
Why don't you ask him?
Huh? Me?
Yeah, Trite, you. You should know all about it. You know when my life ended, and who ended it for me.
Well, Phoenix Wright, do you?
I don't know what he's talking about. Although, to be honest, I do feel a little tug at the corner of my memory. I think I do know about how Godot was killed.
It will all become clear in due time. Isn't that right, Trite? So, I should be getting back to work.
Wait, Godot! How sure about Maya are you?
There's no doubt in my mind. She's in the sacred cavern somewhere. It's the only place she could be. you'd better start praying. You'd better pray that friend of yours brings the accused back here soon.
Schwartz?
Listen up, trite. There's only one thing I want to say to you before I go. I'll never accept you. Never!
You should choose your friends more carefully, Phoenix Wright.
That's what everyone says. It looks like I don't have much of a choice. I guess I'll just do what I can for now.
I love that scene. I love
Yeah.
that whole sequence. Take a
Sorry.
cough drop. Take a cough drop.
Nope.
No.
Nope.
Why?
I'll explain after.
Okay. Did my cat meowing interrupt anything? Because I heard a meow, and I was like, cat.
I didn't hear anything. I was also just too into the moment.
Okay. So, Godot gets a lot of flack for that scene. And I don't think that's necessarily fair, actually. Mainly in how he treats Francisca. Actually, more than Nick, which is interesting. I think, like, one, he's pissed because it is his case. Because Nick has taken the reins, it is his case. He's determined to see it through. We know, like, the game knows you're not stupid. The game knows you know that this is Diego Armando. At this point, you've put pieces together before Nick has, but that's because he's got pneumonia. So he's angry. He's scared for Maya himself. There's something else going on with him that Nick can't pinpoint. That's affecting him. And Francisca storming in there, acting, and she is tiny, actually. I always thought she was taller than she actually is, but she's like 5'4" or something, isn't she?
Yeah, she's. I think it's like 5'5".
Yeah, something like that. She's smaller.
With heels.
Yeah, her heels make her seem taller, and her presence is very imposing. Because even in investigation, she looks close to Miles's height, and he's 5'11" or 5'10".
He's 5'10".
5'10", because Nick is 5'9".
Yeah.
Larry and Miles are 5'10".
Yep, she's 5'4".
Yeah,
Francisca is
so-
without heels.
Yeah, so her heels make her look nearly Edgeworth's height. So she's got some heels that make, and her presence is very imposing. Investigations gives you a bit more of a scale. Not too much, but a bit more of a scale. Than these games do. So this small, obviously very young prosecutor, because he was Diego Armando, he was an experienced defense attorney, and now he's a prosecutor, and he's using his defense knowledge to prosecute. Sees this young girl who is obviously very intelligent, but also very fucking full of herself. As much as we love Francisca and adore her, she's very full of herself. She's very self-assured, and she comes in and is throwing her weight around. He sees this young woman just bullying the shit out of Nick, almost comedically so, and it makes him even angrier because Nick shouldn't be able to have something as good as this after he let Mia die in Godot's mind. So he shouldn't have something this good. She is a child. She doesn't know, she doesn't have the experience that he does, and she's saying that she's the prosecutor for this case, and she just, just keeps throwing her weight around and being like, oh, well, why don't we just do this? And why don't we do this? Oh, what a shame. This, and this. She walks around with the Von Karma, competence, and it pisses him off and he is determined to settle things with Nick because he needs Nick to know how serious this is, how Maya needs to not be in danger, how he did in Godot's eyes, how he put Maya in danger, how he let Mia die, and he tells her to fuck off. It's his way of saying fuck off, but he's not like people accuse him of being like very misogynistic and shit like that, and I don't agree, because part of that argument is him calling Mia kitten. It's canonical that they're in a relationship at that point in time.
Pet name.
It's literally a pet name. And then how you sorry, you call somebody Boo, that's a pet name. You call somebody Sweetie, that's a pet name. We do that with our own friends. I do that with Katie. I call you Boo all the time.
Yeah.
So he doesn't outright call her anything terrible either, because when Miles shows back up, remember, he called her a filly. He asked who's the wild mare, and then he called her a filly. When Miles showed up in JFA, he said she's still the same wild mare she always was. That's a compliment. Being compared to a wild mare is, to me, I think that's a compliment, honestly. It means you're very free-spirited, you're very independent, you're headstrong.
I mean, it depends on who's saying it, if it's a compliment or an insult.
That's true. It can be used in a very insulting way because you are derogatorily comparing someone to an animal instead. But
Not even an animal, an untamed one.
Right. One that you can't even like
Control
Yeah.
or rein in.
Yeah, I would say, yeah, like rein in more than control, but like, yeah, one that you can't have a bond with, essentially. But Miles means it in a good way. And the fact that, I mean, like, I don't know, like, putting it like that, I mean, I think Godot realizes that she has, now I'm just switching between the fucking pronunciations because voicing Miles has done this to me. I think Godot has, I think Godot sees her potential to be a very good prosecutor. Like, to actually be a prosecutor. But when she runs around introducing herself as Francisco von Karma, the prodigy, you know, and like the prosecutor in charge of this case, you know, he's heard of her. He did his homework. He knows who a von Karma is. And yeah, he's making some assumptions, I'm sure. But the name von Karma carried a lot of weight when he was defending.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, he's probably making some assumptions about her, but she's in there throwing her fucking weight around, acting like, frankly, a brat, as much as I love Franzi. That's part of her charm. She acts very bratty sometimes. And he just kind of tells her how it is. She's in the big leagues now. This is something beyond what she can handle. And it really is. It honest to God is. He's not fucking kidding about that. This is something far beyond what she can handle. Would you agree with that, Katie?
Oh yeah, she's out of her depth.
Yeah, I asked Katie because Franzi is actually one of her favorite prosecutors. So Franzi is not.
I mean, with the twists and turns it's gonna take, she's out of her depth.
Yeah, Franzi's in Katie's top 3 of prosecutors. Franzi's your number 2, I believe, isn't she?
Yes.
Yeah, Franzi's like your second favorite prosecutor. If it wasn't for another game that you recently played, she would be your favorite.
Yeah. I mean, she was until
that prosecutor came along. Yep. Yeah, Godot was in my top 3 until I played Dual Destinies. Poor Godot. I love you. But yeah, so he was being a dick to her. There's no doubt about that. I'm never gonna not say he wasn't being a douchebag. He was being a douchebag, but he wasn't. I don't think he was being misogynistic. I think he was just taking his fucking anger out on everyone and anyone who was in the way, including Francisca. And I think the way he said it was a backhanded compliment more than just an outright insult. He insulted her by calling her a filly. She's young. She's a baby. It's a filly. She can barely walk on her own. Fillies can't really do much without their parents around. So that was definitely an insult. But I don't see it as a misogynistic thing, honestly. I just see it as him being very angry and lashing out at everyone, because then he just turns on Nick and rips him a new asshole. And after he says that, he talks to her like he would anybody else, honestly. He just lashes out at her, and then, like, when she asks about, like, the trick lock, he's just like, well, okay, fucking show me the key. It's fine. Show me the key. Oh, you want to break it open? Well, this whole cavern's going to collapse if you do that. Like, he never again uses that kind of language with her. I think in the moment, it was just him lashing out. So, I think he gets a lot of unnecessary flack. Is he being an asshole? Yes. Oh, yes. But is he a misogynistic prick, like a lot of people say? Fuck no! This, at least in this stream, this is a Godot / Diego Armando appreciation space.
Group space.
Yeah. We love and appreciate him here. And there's just a lot more about him that we don't know yet. So there is actually more to it that we're going to find out. So I just wanted to address that while it was actually happening. So sorry,
Yeah.
Katie. Sorry to lead us on a tangent there. But I actually wanted to address that while it happened, because we just got through it, and that part is one that a lot of people call out for Godot being just like a quote unquote misogynist. And I'm like, there are worse people. He's being a dick. There's a difference. Who is that?
It's scummy.
I was gonna say, is that Gumshoe?
Yeah.
I don't know. Should I or shouldn't I?
Sounds like someone's talking to himself, but where's that coming from?
Yep, there he is.
Yeah, I guess I better wash that off. That's what I'll do. No, but I can't do that. I'm a detective. Ah, my brain! This is driving me nuts. Ah!
Is something troubling you, Scruffy?
Please don't whip me like that all of a sudden, sir.
It was merely a simple greeting. A friendly tap on the shoulder. My whip.
So what's up, Gumshoe? Is something on your mind?
You're sounding worse than before, pal. You alright?
No.
Can I do anything?
No. Not
No.
right now.
Alright, pal. Just let me know, okay?
Thanks, Gumshoe.
Of course. How did you know anyway? Something was on my mind, pal.
Perhaps you were trying to decide if you wanted to wash that off or not?
How did you know, sir? Oh, yeah, I nearly forgot. You can't go through that little gate there, okay?
You mean the one that says no entry on it?
I kinda already snuck in there.
You trying to be clever or something?
So what's behind there, Scruffy?
Huh? The kinda garden-like garden?
A garden?
Yeah, anyway, it's under investigation right now, so keep out. I'm not telling you, I'm asking you, pal. You got me?
Isn't it normally the other way around?
Well, see you later.
So, shall we adjourn to the garden, Phoenix Wright?
Of course, what else would we do? I really want to know what Gumshoe is thinking of washing off.
I love how Gumshoe's like, don't go in there. It's police orders. And Francisca's like, I do what I want. Kicks the gate open.
Pretty much, yeah.
Oh, God, doesn't that look familiar?
Oh,
That stone lantern.
yep.
Ooh. receipt flashbacks.
There's a strange feeling in the air. I wonder what it is.
Strange feeling. Forget about that. What's that strange writing on the stone lantern?
Ah! What are you doing here, sir? I thought I said you couldn't come in here.
Don't you know, Scruffy? A fallen karma will always show up wherever there is a clue. And there are plenty of clues to be found here.
But...
Sorry, Gumshoe. We'll talk to you in a sec.
A little lantern, a little statue.
It is certainly a quaint little garden. Oh. What is this huge bowl here for?
Oh, I know this one. It's a water bowl, isn't it?
Everything else is completely frozen over. But the ice in this bowl has been broken.
That's true. I wonder if this has any impact on the case.
Well, I doused my face earlier with the water in this. I was getting kind of sleepy. Ah!
Next time you are sleepy, you need only come to me. Got it?
Wait, hang on a sec. Gumshoe's getting the shit kicked out of him by someone nearly half his age.
I know. There's a charm or something poking out of the snow. It looks pretty old. There's a leather cord tied to it, too.
Apparently it belonged to the victim.
To Miss Elise Donem.
Yeah, there was a broken leather cord around the lady's neck. The ends of the cord found on both the victim and this charm match exactly.
Sounds to me like this little trinket is going to be my ticket of getting some very big answers.
Oh, yes it is. Kurai Master's Talisman, worn by Elise Donim, found in the garden of the Inner Temple. Now we know everything. At least considering one thing.
There are a couple of those torches here. I guess you need all the light you can get up here in the mountains.
Yeah, I was looking at those things, pal. It looks like they've been lit pretty recently.
Recently? How recent are we talking about?
As recent as the night of the murder.
I was training here on the night of the murder. It's not unreasonable to think that these things were lit up here at the time, I guess.
Wait. Okay, room has nothing.
Well, this is odd. There's no snow on the ground here. And it's almost a perfect rectangle. Couldn't have happened naturally.
Yes, it appears as though someone has carefully cleared away the snow. No doubt it was you, right, Scruffy?
No, it wasn't me, sir. It was already like that when my men and I got here to start the investigation.
It wasn't the police, then who did it?
Oh yeah, there's something I need to tell you. Just between the three of us, okay?
What is it?
It's top secret. You can't tell anyone, got it?
Understood.
Well, when I was a kid, I got knocked out of the local wrestling contest, you see. I was so disappointed, I just picked up my mouth guard and cried all the way home. Man, I got in so much trouble when I left it on the couch.
Is that it?
That's it. Ah!
Whoever cleared the snow away must have had a reason. Although I can't even begin to imagine what the reason could be. What the heck is that?
Uh-oh. You spotted it, huh, pal?
Are you kidding me? It couldn't be more obvious.
It says Maya.
Yeah, and before you ask, it's written in blood.
You will answer all of our questions now, Scruffy, without exception.
Yes, sir. First, just, you know, situation hasn't changed. We still don't know anything about Maya's whereabouts. She's gotta be in the Sacred Cavern, though. That's the only place left. I heard it's real cold in there. We gotta get her off faster. It could be bad, pal.
Isn't there anything you can do, Detective?
What are you talking about?
Huh?
We're already on it. You couldn't get a faster response from a computer. Mr. Godot put everything into place right away. That guy doesn't mess around.
Godot? Godot, sorry. Fuck. I'm tired. I don't feel good.
Yeah, Godot. The coffee-drinking mystery man who didn't show in court. I gotta say, he's totally made me rethink my perception of him, pal. That guy's got more mysteries than a choose-your-own escapade book, pal.
Yeah, I know. Trust me, I already know.
I can't believe he skipped the trial like that without even getting permission. He'd have been fired for sure if he worked for a normal company.
Never would have expected the prosecutor's office to be so lax.
Don't get the wrong impression, Phoenix, Wright? More importantly,
I'm just gonna say, Nick, it's not.
doesn't it strike you as odd that the police are unaware of the man's medical situation?
Of course, being extradited from hell is a tedious affair. The meticulous regeneration and adjustment of all your organs is... well, let's just say modern medicine allows us all to live to a ripe old age. Unless they're murdered, of course. Even someone like me.
Yeah, why is he hiding that from everyone?
Additionally, it raises another question. Why did he choose to tell only you?
Yeah, why did he?
Wow, what a beauty, huh? Ah!
What was with the long pause for? Or what was the long pause for, Scruffy?
That's a real nice brooch she's got, too. Ah!
Gumshoes needs to learn how to give compliments faster than Francisca gives lashes.
I'm just trying not to get hit with the whip, sir.
I think it's inevitable.
I haven't seen Mr. Edgeworth for about a year. Talk about a long time.
Do you know why he moved overseas?
I don't know. Probably to look cool.
Huh?
There's a lot of weight attached to doing research overseas, you know. Once I've done my stint in Paris, you'll have to call me Monsieur Gumchasseur.
People really don't get Edgeworth, do they?
It's his own fault for not explaining anything about himself.
Is that a little bit about is that a little bit of bitterness I detect, Franzi?
Maybe.
Is that a little bit of anger at your brother there? Oh, Gumshoe's like, yeah, he does it to look cool.
So how's the Intertemple investigation going?
We have the best forensic team in the world working the place.
Forensic team. And what was the outcome of the scientific study?
Nothing. Scientifically speaking, the place is as clean as a whistle.
That's simply not good enough, Scruffy. Do you think I'll let you get away with that?
Uh-oh. Well, there were a couple of things that bothered me when I first got here, sir.
That stone lantern and the surrounding area not covered in snow, correct?
They looked kind of fishy to me, you know, scientifically speaking. So I got the lab boys to look them over. The results were... It's kind of hard to say, actually.
I guess I better look into it then myself. About Maya.
Oh, did Mr. Godot tell you yet?
Yes, we heard.
He's got a search party out looking for her, but there's nowhere else she could have disappeared to on this side of Dusky Bridge. All we can do is wait for Mr. Edgeworth to get here, pal.
Edgeworth?
He's escorting Iris, the defendant, over here.
We'll have to wait, since she's the only one who can open the door to the sacred cavern.
Oh, I think Mr. Edgeworth wants to talk to you about something too, pal.
Huh? I wonder what it is.
Just don't be expecting any good news when you talk to him. When I spoke to him, Mr. Edgeworth sounded so down I felt like I was drowning.
Sounds pleasant. Maya. So these letters are written in blood?
Yeah, what's worse is that it's the victim's blood.
Huh? This is Miss O'Nim's blood?
We haven't done a detailed analysis yet, but it's looking that way, pal.
Most interesting. Phoenix Wright, I presume you know, don't you? Why Maya's name is written upside down?
You know what? That was really bothering me too. But I just came up with the answer, the result of my own special gumshoe investigation.
Really? Do tell.
Well, on the night of the murder, that stone lantern was upside down.
Anyway, there's really only one logical explanation to this mystery. Miss Elise Donim wrote these letters herself in her own blood.
You must be joking. That's impossible.
From the writing in the victim's blood and the other clues left behind, seems pretty likely that this garden was the scene of Miss Elise Donham's murder. At least, that's our current theory on how the events took place, pal.
What? So, Miss Donim was killed here?
However you want to look at it, that's what people are saying now.
Then, what Sister Bikini saw in the courtyard at the main temple was... What was it? If that wasn't the scene of the crime, what did she see?
What do you think, Miss Makarma?
Surely a special gumshoe investigation would reveal the answer, no?
Wait a sec. The bloody writing and all the other clues here. Someone could have easily set this all up after the murder, right?
Sorry, but that's not an option, pal.
Why not?
How quickly you forget, Phoenix Wright. Ever since the incident occurred, this place has been completely inaccessible. Because Dusky Bridge was completely burnt down.
I was overseeing repairs to the bridge the whole time. No one came over here before me and my men. Which means no one could have planted all this stuff here, pal.
I can't think of a counter-argument to that.
I knew it. I should have washed the blood off the lantern as soon as I got here.
This really was the scene of a crime. And then I need to figure out exactly what it was that Bikini actually saw.
All right, we're done here in the garden, right?
Yeah.
Okay, then we're gonna call it here. All right. That's a good place to stop because we've been going for a good amount of time and this investigation is just long.
Yeah, I mean, we're not even halfway through yet.
Nope. There's a lot that happens.
Yeah.
There's a scene you and I are really excited to get to. I'm hoping that comes up next time, but it might not.
It should. It should.
On Monday?
On Monday, yeah.
I hope
mean,
so.
depends on how far we get through it.
Yeah. Yeah, how quickly we get through it. I think we made some pretty good steps, though, for not being halfway through it.
Yeah. I mean,
So-
we are about like 1/3 of the way, I'd say.
Yeah. So, yeah. Yay! So, yeah, it's gonna do it for, it's gonna do it for this time. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Kudos to Katie, who kept going with her allergies. She made a very convincing, pneumonia nick. And thank you again so much for watching. Again, we really appreciate it. And we will see you guys next time. Have a good one. Take it easy.